Hey y'all, it's Mask Monday and we got more quick tips. Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking all about the Paasche airbrush. This is a workhorse airbrush. It is really reliable, it's really easy to clean, and so it's really good for the base coats, it's really good for sealing stuff up. Throughout history, so much stuff like in movies and everything were painted with this. I just wanna explain the good stuff about it and like what it does. So I'll start by basing this mask off, and then I'm also gonna finish this one off. This sprays the latex paint really well because it mixes the paint outside of the actual gun, and you're gonna set on here, basically, this is gonna control like how much paint you're letting through. So if you just bring it all the way down, you tighten it, then that is gonna bring out like barely any paint, and if you open it all the way, it's gonna spray a lot of paint. And also you can control it by the kind of needle that you're using. I mentioned that there's like 1, 3, and 5. One's gonna be the smallest amount of paint, 5's the most. So for basing stuff, you can get a 5. But also if you're only gonna get 1, get a 3, because it can spray a lot of paint and a little paint. And it's what I use most of the time if I'm trying to be just like more subtle with it. If I just wanna base it and cover it, which I'm gonna do in a second to this one, I'll use the 5. So I'm gonna put the size 3 needle back in here. I have this paint already mixed up. So like, again, this isn't really like a painting tutorial. That's why I kind of chose these things that are like just kind of easy and obvious. I'm just spraying this. I want this video to be about the Paasche and like why it works and why it's good. So it's just like cleaning it when you're dealing with this latex and gluey stuff is so easy. So that's gonna do that for that one now. What I'm gonna do is switch to the size 3 needle and do all the ink stuff on this. What's nice about this is it allows you to like sneak up on stuff a little easier for me anyways. Like if I was in there and I was kind of like holding it down, trying to like move it, and like I would, you know, like maybe go too much, I have too much paint there, not enough there, and kind of overspray. This I can just tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, and it just, I know it's gonna, you know, come out. That's another reason I like the Paasche, even for the more careful stuff. You can do the latex paint with it, and then you can do the acrylic paint, and then you can do the ink, and then you can seal it even, you know, so it's like you can do the entire mask with just that airbrush. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this week's Mask Monday. The Paasche, like I said, is my favorite airbrush to use. And again, because I paint masks, like that's the main thing that I paint. So I think that it's by far the best airbrush if you're trying to paint masks, especially quick. I don't think anyone can argue with that. But there's other single action airbrushes. There's other ones that are similar to this one that I'm sure work. There's other double action airbrushes that probably work really well. Anything works, but hopefully I kind of went over the reasons why I like the Paasche the most. I'm gonna check my notes and make sure that I did everything, but other than that, I'll see you next week for another Mask Monday. Like, share, subscribe, nightmaretoys.com.